Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the briefing for Tuesday, the 30th of April. Well, actually, quite a nice looking day, albeit not great for soaring. Good for sunbathing. This is the midday chart. You can see this cold front just sat over the west coast here. That was an occlusion yesterday, just sat there, which fortunately for us isn't bothering us really at all. Not giving the West Country a great time. But we're just sat here in this sort of southeasterly flow. You can see the isobars are relatively tight together here, so we've actually got quite a stiff breeze from the southeast, which southeasterlies are never great for soaring. As I say, good for sunbathing. So it is going to be quite a warm day. Unfortunately, that wind's going to put us on runway 16. But we should get lots of flying out of it. Tomorrow looks a bit more interesting. It's painting two warm fronts over the top of us. I guess it really depends on exactly where these end up, but not looking quite as good tomorrow. It's going to be a lot more damp. And then moving further on into the week, again, it all depends on the positioning here. Possibly some showers under this trough line, but that will change. So winds today between the south and the southeast. This is pretty much showing the same as yesterday at flying height 30 to 35 knots. I have a feeling it's going to be ever so slightly lighter than yesterday. But if it is the same, it was pretty brisk yesterday. We did put the yellow sock up. Sabpic, you can see we're in a clear area down here. Lots of cloud out to the west, but it doesn't look like it's moving our way really at all. So we're in a nice clear band here. Again, rainfall radar, you can see all that rubbish out to the west under that front. But if we just run through the forecast, it's not really moving very much, so we're staying in a nice clear area. Public forecast then, showing a sunny day with a couple of cloudy intervals in the late afternoon. Otherwise, the top temperature, if I can't believe I'm saying this, 15 degrees. Comparatively very warm to what we've had. But a fairly stiff breeze from the south, and that will make it a bit chillier. Also to note, they're showing a UV index here of 5 and 6 over midday. So, yeah, plenty of sunscreen, wear your hats, because it won't actually feel very warm, probably with that breeze, but the sun certainly will be quite strong. Midday then, possibly 16 degrees if we're lucky, although that looks probably slightly further east than us. Dew point's down at about 7, so quite a good split there, nice and dry. If there is any soaring, it should go to a reasonable height. That's the current view outside. It's not wanting to refresh for some reason. We'll leave that there then. Currently just over 13 already. Dew point's at 7.5. That does not work. Yeah, there you go. That's the view outside. That's quite nice. A little bit of cumulus actually on the horizon, which is surprising. Odiums, well, it's very rare you see a TAF this short. They're just showing 8 knots from the southeast. Will be a little bit stronger than that. And Cav okay, no clouds. Okay, it's just top meteor's potential flight distance, and you can see the best part is probably just slightly north of us. I don't think people are going to be going anywhere today, but we may get some local soaring out of it. We go thermals at 11 a.m., showing blue to about 3,000 feet. Moving on into the afternoon, it looks like sort of cumulus moving in from the east up to about 3,500 feet or so. So if there's any soaring, probably blue to begin with, maybe some very small cumulus, but generally a bit cloudier into the afternoon by the looks of it. Thermal strength, 11 o'clock, 2 knots, going into the afternoon, 2.5 knots, and going it's showing until about 4 or 5 o'clock with usable heights to about 2.5, 3,000 feet. So yeah, there will be some soaring. I don't think it'll be brilliant. It never is in southeasterlies, and especially with the strength of that wind, it will be quite broken up. Was some very good soaring yesterday, but it was quite tricky to use. There's no local NOTAMs today. Okay, operationally, as I mentioned, it's going to be runway 16, launch point in the middle here. Winch launching from the grass just to the side of the runway, and cables running straight down here. Any aerotows will be from the grass on the other side in the same direction as 16. So launching off the grass both sides. Otherwise, pretty standard setup. All circuits in the direction of 16. Remember, behind the trees here, You potentially get lots of sink and turbulence, so please keep your approaches nice and high with lots of air brake. Set your reference points well into the airfield, almost by the runway if you can. So landing well into the airfield. We don't really want to be seeing people scraping over the trees with not a lot of air brake out. It's not a good look. Uh, Sorry, ignore that. That was from yesterday. There's a possible Navajo at some point. They said 20 past 8 this morning, but I didn't hear it, so it might be coming in at some point. But otherwise, there's no movements. Uh, okay, it looks like a nice day. I'll probably go through the casual list. Ron Smith will be running the launch point. Should be a good day. I will see you out there. Bye for now.